So
Yeah.
the impact of the ABA and the brand is a really really good one in terms of just the impact it's had on the NBA, from different rules, different events, also the players who have gone from the ABA, right, with the initial sale of the ABA and those teams that moved into the NBA. And so how do you see the original ABA different from this kind of this new refreshed version? Because I know there was licensing. So take me through that.
That's a really good question.
Mhm.
The old ABA, well, the nostalgia ABA, I like to
Mhm.
call it, was from 1967 and 1976.
Right.
Okay, so from 1967 and 1976, they were boss, man. They were cool. You know,
Yeah.
they had that flair. They
Yes.
had the girls out there.
Oh
They
yeah.
had, the entertainment. They wore
Mhm.
the coats with the fur, and it was a time where they were rebels.
Yes.
They really were, because because the NBA was nothing more than, okay, let me just bounce the ball and let me go ahead and shoot because I can't. We don't really have a 3-point line, right?
Right.
We don't have really a 24-second clock, so it was really vanilla, right?
Mhm.
But the nostalgia ABA was
Mhm. Had
just,
style, had flair, had swag.
it was just it was another step of even the Globetrotters, right? Because the
Yes, it's
Globetrotters
true.
were just a pair off of what we are, right? So since that happened, my goal has always been to somehow try to bring those two ABAs back together, right?
Hmm.
And I have a lot of different ideas for that.
Mhm.
Like one, like a commercial, right, where Dr. J's going up to dunk, right, and then all of a sudden the new ABA guy dunks and finishes the dunk. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
really cool, really, but also maybe all the guys that play in the ABA that are older now, right? Like Rick Barry or
Mhm.
George Gervin or Moses Malone. He
Mhm.
died, but what amazing man he was, right?
Yes.
And just
Yes.
these those guys. How about they become announcers for the
Mhm.
or how about they become
Ambassadors.
coaches? All these guys want to do, all these guys want to do is belong to basketball. They just want to belong to basketball. They don't want to be forgotten, and I don't want to forget them. You see, so somehow, some way, you will see the parody of those the
Yeah.
shift when they both
Gotcha.
come together, and
Yeah.
that is something I want to do.
It's an amazing brand. I mean, it's the red, white, and blue basketball. To your point, All Star Weekend. There's so many things that have made the NBA what it is because of the ABA. And I remember even just my first games going and seeing it. It just feels different. It just has a different feel. The crowd involvement, the 3D light. It's just a different level of engagement. It's truly entertaining, and it's made for the crowd. Um,
Absolutely.
One of the things that I've also noticed is that it's the largest league, by far. And I think this year you guys are looking at almost like 180, almost 200 teams. And so,
Possibly, we're getting there.
yeah. So
Yes,
one of the
but
things that,
quantity is okay.
right,
You
right.
know,
So like when you think about, so, you study like the restaurant industries, and I think about a company like a Chick-fil-A, for example, versus I don't know, like a KFC. Yeah. They're just throwing out some different
right?
brands. One has a lot of quantity. Is the quality there? I don't know, right? And then you have others where it's like, okay, Chick-fil-A only has like 2,500 restaurants, but the quality and the consistency is there from whether you're in Boca Raton or whether you're in St. Louis, Missouri. And so, do you see a challenge sometimes with the ABA to maintain the quality across all teams, all markets? Is that a challenge?
Yeah, and first of all, let me say, Joe Newman has done a fantastic job of what
Yes.
he has put together.
Hmm.
Um, I
Yes.
guess how I would like to say it is not taking any respect away from Joe. I would like to take the ABA out of the typewriter age and bring it into the computer age. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. Tell
So
us about that.
so I think quantity is important, right, to give everybody the opportunity. But I also think that quality is more a little bit higher than the quantity, right? Because with the quality of the teams, it's going to be great for television. It's going to be great for for different aspects of what we want to go into the future with, with streaming, with this. And if we're playing out of high schools and we're playing out of lower end gyms, right? Because the team maybe not be there financially or whatever it is. Let's see how we can help that team get to right, so that one day he can play in a gym that would be worthy for television or worthy for fans and stuff like that. So there's there's going to be that shift, you know what I mean? But it's it's not going to be to embarrass any team owners. It's not going to be there to hurt what they've already put into it. We're just going to try to enhance it to bring dollars to the organization so that they can enhance the beauty of the game.
Hmm.
Because that game on that 9450, that game is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That game is something that, I mean, hats off to Tom Chichester for what he does for the league. Being
He's the head of the referees, head of
operations
officiating.
and referees,
Mm-hmm.
right? But hats off to him because he's the one that put a lot of these rules together. He's the one that put he's been with the ABA for 20 years, almost 21 years. Since day one of the new ABA, he's been there, right?